The problems we have chosen to address are unemployment, economic immobility, and economic despair. It isn't difficult to see how unemployment and inability to move up the economic ladder is one of the most crippling characteristics of today's condition in America. The way we have chosen to combat this problem is through consulting, specifically financial consulting. By providing financial assistance to those who lack understanding of business financing practices, we enable them to be viable and thus successful. We have found financial consulting to be an appropriate means of relieving the aforementioned problems. Our proposal is the establishment of a for-profit organization which would, for small businesses and entrepreneurs, offer consultation about their specific situation in the economy and the potential that awaits them with our customized plans of action.
So a business such as ours would thrive well in developing communities such as Lynn, Portland, Maine, due to the high demand for our services brought about by economic disparity. There's also large immigrant communities, populations in multiple cities, especially Portland, which would increase our chances for success. By specializing in financial consulting, we can offer hourly services or options for company stock, owning some of their company stock to fund our operations. And in addition to providing consulting services for individuals, we'd like to focus on communities. We believe it's worth our efforts to invest in communities. Therefore, we would emphasize a multi-stream perspective instead of a mainstream, or more than a mainstream perspective, which emphasizes materialism and individualism. We value we would also help immigrants in America start up their ventures by providing financial stability to pursue their passions. And initially, we'll start with financial consulting, but we plan to expand our toolbox to other areas.
Our company sees itself in an economy that is fraught with economic disparity, a place basically where people are struggling to get their ideas and turn them into reality. One of the biggest problems that society is facing today is just unemployment and just the inability to move up the ladder. And this is where we're trying to create an impact and come in and break that thing for them. So I guess our mission statement is to foster hope in the lives of the people that we're working with. Our initial step is financial consulting for viability, but with time we want to create a structure that is affordable, viable, and can reach everyone, because this is a consulting company, and if it's not affordable, there's no point of having one. So we really want to end this presentation with this picture because we looked at this proverb from Tanzania that says, little by little, a little becomes a lot. And I think that's how life is, in the sense that we, as Stoneworthy, want to start with a really small idea, but when small ideas start going 1, 2, 3 to the domino effect. And we believe that, if people can do it, we can do it too. So that's Stoneworthy. Thank you.
So, yeah, that's an awesome problem to look at. Definitely a really big problem that a lot of communities struggle with. So my question is, so I'm a member of that community, and I would like your help. But what do you have that I don't, and what do you know that I don't, that kind of allows you to add value to my situation?
Like we mentioned before, we had ambitions to move from financial consulting to other areas of consulting. Initially, I think there are factors that we could offer that would be competitive to go into the next larger business, such as going door to door. I mean, if you're thinking about viability, at the moment we're college students, and there's still a lot to shave out.
So would you guys be the consultant? Like, who will be these people that would be consulting?
That we would have people with financial expertise. So we haven't yet completed our degrees in that area of expertise. Really, it's just starting the venture, and we would have full-time staff with that area of expertise. And then another idea, ambition of ours is to outsource if there's needs in other areas of expertise that we don't have on our full-time staff. We could outsource part-time work to other experts.
How would you hire them and still offer lower cost consulting?
That was the slide. Basically, we'd offer hourly, they could pay by the hour if they wanted to, but if we are working in poor communities, there would be other options for payment. One is actually granting us stock ownership of their venture, so that as their venture succeeds, our company would draw some revenue from that. That's one idea we have that distinguishes us.
Another idea we discussed as well during our planning was perhaps being a subsidiary under an already established business to use their business plan and perhaps not sell ourselves to them, their idea entirely, but strike a win-win with them. As you can tell, we're lacking on some materials, but I think that as far as our ambitions go, and how we're going about the issue, I think that we have a real chance at making a social impact and possibly being way different than what's already out there.
Thank you.